it's interesting because it has a masculine and a feminine slant to it. Gia is feminine and Geish is masculine. So Gimel, Aleph, and Hey. Gimel, Aleph, and Hey. So we start with Gimel. One who is walking away from Elohim. One who worships himself. You know how those prideful people are just, ooh, look at me, I'm so smart, or I'm so beautiful, or I know how to do everything. But we don't know nothing. So, one who is in awe of themselves, get captivated by themselves. And this also has to do with yoking, because we go back to Aleph. One who is yoked to the power of the teachings of the world. Because we know that Elohim is not prideful. He's humble, even though he's the one who has the right to have pride. So, Debar, the matter. We don't have any matter. We don't give attention in our minds. We don't dwell on people who have haughty hearts, who have a proud heart. We don't tolerate that. So a true Kodeshim, a true dedicated one, does not associate. I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but that's the way that Elohim teaches us. We have really imperfect minds. We can hear one thing and then 10 seconds later, what did you just say? What was that point again? I mean, you know, depending on our lifestyle, it can be better. Hopefully, you know, our diet, our sleep. But, you know, life's pretty hard on us these days. And, you know, the more you have to work and be involved in the world, you know, the harder it can be to remember these things. So repetition, Elohim's kind, he's patient, he knows that we need to hear it over and over again. So, again, this goes back to our associations. Really, our associations, no matter in what form, they can pull us away from being yoked to Yahweh. So, King David said, my eyes are on the trustworthy. This was like the best part to me. How trustworthy, like Alan made this right here, this last one, Aman. It's good to replace the word faith with Aman, regularly growing in his word. Being perfect, just like I said, that's regularly growing in his word by Mem and Tau. Tau and Mem, rather. Trustworthy, this word trustworthy is Aman. Like Amen, like what we are, the substance of us. This was one of the biggest aha moment words that I've come across. Aman. This also came out of Tehillim, verse 23 in chapter 31. It says, love Yahweh, all you his kind ones, all you his Aman. His kind ones are Aman. Kind can be Aman, faithful, saints, righteous, merciful, steadfast, true, trustworthy, integrity, those who are loyal, those who are faithful. Aleph, Mem, Nun, Aman. All of those words fall under Aman. That's one of the things that the Strong's Concordance is really helpful for when you look up those words. They all lead you back to Aman. So, Nun, Aleph, Mem, Aman. So those whose headship is Yahweh, those who are yoked to him, this is still yoking, and are taught by him. He's the teacher. Those who continually wash themselves in the Word, those who meditate on the wonders of life, those who are of the good seed. There's only the good seed and the bad seed. It shows in their fruit. Fruits come from seeds. Their actions are such as Yahshua's fruit. He's the ultimate good seed. So it's interesting because that word pride came out of this same verse and exceedingly repays the doer of pride. But we won't go off onto that side note. These are good things that if you come up with questions, start digging in yourself. That's how I've been able to come across all these gems. I mean, all of my mishpacha online, Alan, caregiver, Jesui, Vanessa Wilkerson, Tiffany. I love learning from all of them, and I'm just so grateful to the wonderful teachings that Yahweh through Alan left behind. He was the one that was able to help get me into all this in the first place. I used to be a Jehovah's Witness. And before that, I used to be into Hinduism. I mean, Buddhism, I've gone all over the board. I've always loved to study religions, but I came to realize that anything man-made, it's not of Elohim. So the Otiot is from Elohim. That's the way to get close to the Father. Don't waste your time with religions. It's all rabbit holes. We want to stay on the rabbit trails in the light, not in the darkness. Okay. Sorry, it's just it all links so much to everything, so sometimes it's hard to stay on track with these word studies. That's why they can take hours. But hopefully these videos, that was another reason why I wanted to make these videos, and another reason why I'm so grateful to the mishpacha. Like, when you work a lot and you don't have time, or if you're just exhausted and you just don't feel like, your back can handle sitting up and you want to lay down and relax, or while you're driving in the car, you can get your quick fix through the videos. So that's how I've been able to get a lot of my quick fixes, is through the videos that the mishpacha has made. So this is King Dawid again. My eyes are on the trustworthy, the Aman of the land, to dwell with me. He who walks in a perfect way, he serves me. He helps me. Just like they say, is this serving you? If we dwell with Aman, we dwell with those who are like-minded, we can grow. Even the malachim dwell with us, the angels, when we are Aman. He who practices deceit, here's another word, deceit. This is one out of the book of Hanoch. I really recommend you get all these extra biblical books from the Hallelujah Scriptures team. They are amazing. If you ever have questions that the canon set of scriptures doesn't answer for you, those books will. So, deceit. Ramiach. This is kind of a little bit of a longer word. Resh, Mem, Yod. Sorry, my stuff is getting all over the place here. Let's see, Yod. Hey. Ramiyach. So, thoughts that question the work of demons. So we of course go from right to left, and then it doesn't really matter in a way, because when you come back left to right, you can get another definition. So the thoughts that question the work of demons, so now we get to go back from left to right, and if acted upon, chaos becomes first in our lives. So the Otiot can be read in any way. Of course, Abba Father's way is from right to left, but, you know, the oats, when you go back from left to right, it'll kind of sum up what you just saw from right to left. So this is our word for deceit. Who's the leader of deceit? Hashatan. When we give our attention to the teachings of demons, they start to manifest in our lives. It goes back again to ayin, the eye, what we take in, what we associate with. We have to separate from that. So he who practices deceit does not dwell in my house, and he who speaks lies does not stand in my presence. Each morning, I uproot all the wicked of the land to cut off the workers of wickedness from the city of YHWH. City is the one that I looked up this morning and it led to all those other ones. City is Ir. Ayin. Yod. Resh. So, one who, or a place where, the Ruah HaKodesh converges in nefesh. I say in nefesh, in the living experience, because yes, that's our soul, but also our dwelling place is our living experience too. So the Ruah can obviously fill our house as well, or even a city, a community, a group of people who are echad, who are one. One who worships Elohim, go to Yod, in their work and actions, in their thoughts. A city who put Yahweh first, allow his thoughts to dominate by making him their headship, by monitoring what they allow to go through their eyes, what they allow themselves to know, and where they plant seeds for and with Yahshua. So, again, this whole Tehillim, this whole psalm, is about really being echad with Yahweh, really showing him that he's number one on a list of one, showing him by what we allow into our minds, our hearts, really shows where our heart is. Just like the word says, where your treasure is, there your heart will be. So show Yahweh, show Yahshua, and don't rebuke the Ruach HaKodesh from your nefesh. You know, when you take drugs, too much alcohol, are around people who are into really bad things, you don't need definitions of bad. The Ruach HaKodesh will tell you what's bad by the way you feel about it. If you feel unsettled about something, that's the Ruach telling you, like, hey, I'm going to leave if you keep doing this. So show Yahweh how much you love him by listening to Yahshua and by continuously inviting the Ruah HaKodesh into your nefesh, and then you can be a person after Yahweh's own heart, just like David. Shalom.